What's up, everybody? This is Brian, your buddy Brian here. You know, I'm doing this series called See Georgia, where I don't want 2020 and 2021 to be all about us being stuck in our homes and doing nothing, not seeing the world, because, you know, I know you guys are like me. You love to travel, you love to see the world, and why not start here in Georgia? Now, today I'm exploring Rome, Georgia, and I'm with a couple of my friends that have been my friends for a very long time. And I want to tell you all about their place. It's called Alea Oils and Vinegars, and it's right here on Broad Street in downtown Rome, Georgia. And I want you to come, you guys come meet my friends here. This is Liz.
Hi, how are you?
She has been my friend since I was a little boy in Boy Scout. She was the daughter to the Scoutmaster, the guy who's actually recording the video right now. And this is his sister's wife, Katrina. Did I say that right? Did I say Sons? Yeah.
Son's wife.
This is Katrina Staley. This is Liz Keeler. And Liz also has her own honey business called Keeler Bees. Mm-hmm. Very clever. And I love these guys to death, and they mean a lot to me. And I just wanted to show you real quick their business. If you're ever in downtown Rome, someplace cool you can hang out with, try some olive oils, try some vinegars, try some tea. They've got a really good wine selection here. Let's go inside and check it out. Just keep going with that. All right, it's at this point I'm gonna let you guys take over and tell me about why you wanted, real briefly, why you wanted to do this business and what you got to offer, anything about the history of the building, whatever, go for it.
Yeah, we started this in the middle of the pandemic. We had to take a leap of faith. And we wanted to create an experience where people had something to do in Rome. It would be a great opportunity to just incorporate our love and passion for food and wine into downtown Rome and to Northwest Georgia. We have a selection of 40 different olive oils and wines to choose from that you can come in and sample, and we'll walk you through all of that. We have a tea selection as well. We have a tea of the day every day that you can sample as well. We have a big retail space with pastas, sauces, charcuterie boards, cheese boards, anything from cookies to a bunch of olives as well. And Katrina can tell you a little bit about the wines.
So let's go back and take a look at the wines while we're here. So we've got the oils and the vinegars and all this in the middle here. Like you said, the 40 different types, and I've tried probably 10 of them, and they're all fantastic. They're all imported from Italy, correct?
Yes.
Mostly. And you've got a growing expansion of wines here, mostly all from where? California, Italy, and France?
All of Italy, France, New Zealand, and I believe we have some from Spain as well.
Okay.
Yes, and Oregon.
Really?
Yes, some of them are only estate grown, and which means any winery can take grapes from different places, different cultures of the world, and create their own blends of wine. Some of the wines that we carry are only estate, which means everything is harvested, grown, and crafted on the property itself. One of the unique wines that we feature is actually our Fallbrook 33 North Cabernet Sauvignon, and that one is estate grown. It has notes of an oaky flavor along with a deep cherry finish.
This one right here?
This one down
Oh, this one
there.
down
Yes.
there. Nice.
You can actually see it.
Beautiful. Cab Sav, everybody.
And
Very
that one is
popular
also
wine
from
here.
California.
Okay.
We have another one from California which has become quite a newfound favorite, which is actually our wonderful wine code. This is our Cabernet. And it is unique in the fact that it is organic and it has 0 sulfates in it, which a lot of wine does, and a lot of people aren't able to drink wine because of the sulfates. So that has been 100% a crowd favorite, and it is actually currently on our wine menu in our wine tasting. So you can come in and buy it by the glass, or you can buy it by the bottle.
Okay. And when you do wine tastings, there are 5 for currently $20?
Yes,
Okay.
and they're a little bit heavier than a traditional tasting pour. They're actually about 2 ounces rather than your traditional 1.5 ounce that a normal winery would do.
Okay. I want to be selfish here just for a minute because I think this is interesting. Can you tell me where this one from Oregon is here? Because I
So
just
the
came
one-
back there from October. Yeah.
This one is called Iris. It is a Pinot Noir,
Mhm.
and it is from Oregon, and I believe it's 40-acre vineyard, and it's a family-owned estate and craft beer as well. So this is also 100% estate-made wine.
Oh. So, real briefly, Katrina, we got Sauvignon Blanc, we got, what is it, Chardonnay, there's this, tell me all the different types that you've got here.
So we have Riesling, we have Chardonnay, we have a Chenin Blanc, which is similar to a Chardonnay. We have a Moscato, we have Prosecco's, which is the Italian version of champagne.
I love that.
Yes, anytime you get sparkling wine from Italy, they can call it Prosecco. You can only have wine that's called champagne if it's grown and made in the region of France called champagne. And then we also have some Chiantis and Reserves, along with a couple of Merlots and Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cool. Now, I know we're gonna, it's gonna be a longer video. That's totally fine with me. I want to talk about this cool little feature that we got on the wall here. Who wants to tell me about that and what y'all planning to do? This little that you're gonna fill up with quartz, is that correct?
And it'll fill up with quartz as we do our wine tastings and people buy bottles and enjoy them here on site. They can take the wine cork, write their name and date, throw it in the wine cork display that we're going to fill it up. It'll take hopefully not a long time to fill it up, and we'll keep adding on and adding on as the years progress. But that'll hopefully take no time at all to fill up.
That's cool. I want to talk about one thing here that one feature that you won't see anywhere else at EC's cutting board. I call them cutting board. They're not. They're tables essentially. Is your brother here? Critter. Come on out. Why do you want to talk about your business here? Well, so there's this guy, this big beanpole Sasquatch looking guy come out. Ever since when I was in Boy Scouts, he was about this tall. He was like 5 years old. His nickname was Critter. Well, he's all grown up, and I'm gonna get like this just so I can stay taller than him. But he's all grown up, and he's got this wonderful business. And his wife, Katrina, here you just met, and told us about the wines. Tell me a little bit about your business and what you do. Your tables and your cutting boards.
So I just
you
make,
also feature them over there.
yes,
Over there.
yeah. Now I just make sawdust.
Really elegant.
No, I was a chef at the Ritz for a while, and I made myself a cutting board and showed one of my cooks, hey man, you gotta check this thing out. And he posted on Facebook, and it just kind of grew into a business. So now I just make a bunch of cutting boards for chefs all over town.
What's the name of your business?
Staley Woodworks.
And it's on Facebook?
Yes.
And does it have its own website too and all that?
Yep, StaleyWoodworksLLC.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
man.
right. And you do not just cutting boards, but you also do tables? What other
Yes.
types of things you do? Because I like this. I like the whole idea of the quartz here in the middle.
Yeah, man. So we do the tables, really anything out of wood. Pens, pepper mills, you name it. Generally, the chefs come up with the ideas, and then I just bring it to life.
Now, you keep mentioning chefs. I know you do stuff for chefs, but you'll do stuff for pretty much anybody.
Yes, anybody. Yep.
So, and I've noticed on your website, you've got all, like you said, you've got all different kinds of things, products that he can do and make, and you are a very talented guy.
Thanks.
So
Appreciate
you're
it.
doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
Now, I know your wife and your sister are helping a customer out right now. I want to see if you could help me finish the tour of what we've got over here.
Yes.
We've got some
Definitely.
pastas here
Yes.
and some sauces.
Yeah, yes, we have different fresh made pastas.
And this is a special one for
One for Valentine's coming up,
little hearts.
heart shape. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the sauces, pesto, capers, and some specialty oils.
Truffles. Mm.
The truffle, it's why it's over here. It is special. And you can kind of see some of the stuff that I make. This is one of the pepper mills that I have created.
How long does it take you to make a cutting board? Kind of like this one over
A
here.
cutting board generally 2 days. It takes, we gotta cut it, clamp it up, and then the next day I'll run it through the planer and finish it up. Yeah.
What else we got here? I see some Himalayan salt.
Yeah, so we have different salt boxes. So this is like a finishing salt trio. So one of them's beer, Chardonnay, Rosé, and you actually, those flavors come through in the salts, which is cool. Then we have some smoked salts, truffle salt, garlic salt, French salts. One of the cool things is actually, this is like salt chunks. and it comes with a grater, so you can actually grate the salt on your steak, seafood, pasta.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Got some olives here.
Yeah, so the olives,
Are they it's imported too, or are they from
yes,
around here?
yep, they're imported as well. And so each one is different. So we have some that are stuffed with lemons, some that are spicy, some of the kebabs that you'll put. So it's cool to have the different options because not everybody wants the garlic stuffed or the gin. You know, so we have a little bit of flavor for everybody.
I think it's cool because you being a chef, you know, when your sister and your wife wanted to put this business together, you kind of have that expertise
Yeah.
of knowing, you know, what tastes good.
Yeah.
And just kind of the art, because I like the idea you were telling me you can kind of, these are not just your Kroger brand or whatever,
No.
olive oils,
No.
you know, and everything, vinegars and everything. So it's kind of like the idea that you can be artistic and create something new.
Yeah, you come in here and get some ideas to make for dinner or lunch. Get something different on the table in front of you.
You know, I tried a bunch of these with you.
Yes.
Give me one more that I haven't tried, and we're gonna try it real quick on camera here. And or Mr. Stanley, if you want to show, so we've got a lot of different flavors here. We've got like this totally tastes like an Italian cream cake to me with lemon. I just thought that was really interesting flavor. The blood orange, you said that's been really popular.
Yes. Yep. That one's popular on the salads.
And this one here was the one that tasted like Thanksgiving dinner right here. So when I tasted that, it was like a combination of dressing, stuffing, like the gravy you put on there, a little bit of turkey. It was amazing how
Imagine
that right
smoked
there
turkey.
tasted just like Thanksgiving dinner.
Yep.
And this was another popular one, the harissa here.
Yep. Yeah. For the folks that like a little spice, that one does it.
That one did have a kick to it.
Yes.
So I didn't get to try this bourbon maple balsamic
That's
vinegar.
what
You
it's
mind
at.
pouring one for me?
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
Try that out.
All right, here we go. So I don't know much about oils or vinegars at all, but I found out today that I'm a lover of the balsamics. I always liked spring mix. I love like the real dark greens and salad and stuff, but like these vinegars and oils are not, you don't just put them on salads. You can put them on everything.
You can drizzle it on your tomatoes, your steaks.
And he even tried to talk me into putting one on my ice cream earlier. I don't remember which one it was, but
Yeah, the chocolate one.
yeah, now I'm gonna have to do that and be made fun of when I do that. So let's give the bourbon maple balsamic vinegar a try here.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. So, I think it just keeps coming back. So you
it's
start
strong.
out, immediately smell, or you smell
That maple.
kind of that maple, kind of like that maple
pulls
syrup.
through.
But what comes out at the end is you still have the balsamic taste, but you very much have the bourbon. And that's what hit me that second time later on, was the taste of that bourbon coming back. And this is really good. I could see this really going on with some cuts of red meats and things like that, but also
imagine that on your
greens.
lamb. Right.
Such a sweet taste, but not like overpoweringly sweet.
And you can make your own sauces too. Like if you're making your own barbecue sauce, add that in there, and it'll just give it another depth of flavor.
And one thing I like here is that we see with each of these, you've not only told us the name, but what pairings go with it, and then what you can use them on. So I think that's a really cool feature.
Yeah.
Well, I want to wrap it up. Can you tell me real quick about the teas?
Yes.
You see, we've got so many things here that it's not just oil and vinegar shop run.
No,
Place to try wine.
we'll offer a different tea every day to sample, and oh, you didn't try this yet, did you? Try that one. This is the peppermint.
Peppermint's great. You know, sometimes people think peppermint's peppermint, but
No, but you get that right on the nose.
yeah, like right there, like right away. Opens up the sinus,
And
and
this,
it's peppery, but not too bitter. You know,
No.
too kind of
No.
cause sour, bittery taste.
Right.
That's a very nice thing. Where do we know where these come from? This is called Oliver Bluffing Company.
yeah, so this is a veteran-owned company, and that's one of the reasons why we chose them. It's not one of those just ginormous brands that you see on the shelves at Kroger. This is this is a small company, and
Do we know
so-
where they're from? Well, this is all loose.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yep.
This is all loose leaf tea too. So they carry all the supplies here, like the tea balls and honey straws and all kinds of stuff to use to make the tea itself. So people who love tea like me love loose leaf tea. There's just something about it. And the fact that when it's loose, you can combine other flavors when you go to make it. And so, in conclusion, thank you. Come on back over here, Christopher. If you don't mind, I appreciate it.
Don't mind.
So, my brother from another mother.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate what you guys are doing. What is this? I know you can't speak for your wife and for your sister, but what has this business meant for your family as a whole?
Well, so we've had the entrepreneurial spirit with me running my own business, and you know, staying in the kitchen, being a chef for your entire life. It's not something that you want to do. It's, you know, we want to create a new experience, and this is helping us do it.
Well, I appreciate everything, and I can truly tell this is a family affair, 100%.
Yes.
And it's a labor of love, and it's a long time coming. And you doing it in the middle of a pandemic and starting it in January, which is
Yes.
traditionally always the lowest retail blunt sales of the
100%.
year.
Yep.
It takes a lot of bold faith. But the cool thing about it is it's in a really good spot
Yes.
where it probably will obviously do very well with all these businesses. There's a lot of people out walking their dogs. There's a very retail-oriented spirit. It's a very great, vibrant downtown. And I just want to say I wish you guys the best, and to all of you who are going to watch this video, whether it be on Facebook or YouTube or any other social media platform in the future for years to come, I hope that you'll come down here to Broad Street. What's the address?
424.
424 Broad
Rome.
Street,
Yep.
Rome.
Yep.
Right here
424
in
Broad
downtown
Street,
Rome,
Rome.
Georgia. Come check it out, and come say hi to my friends Liz and Katrina. And if this crazy looking dude's here, you can say hey to him too. Thanks all for joining. I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.
How's that tea, man? That stuff is good. No, I'm having.